What is up, gamers? We're back here once again. Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. When this video drops, the full game should be released. So that's, hey, hope you guys are enjoying the full release of the game. Hopefully the game will be out and you guys will be playing longer than 3 months and whatnot. But that being said, I got some friendo bendos here today. I got the one and the only Chris Mullins Jr. and a buddy of mine, Ryan, who you may remember from my old series of WCW versus WWF way back in the day, probably 5, 6 years ago. And we did a little brief stunt with Raw vs. SmackDown 2005, I think, which was pretty fun. So, kicking it off here, guys, we got Nitro. This is the go-home show before Super Brawl. Really excited for it here. Starting off with a pretty big segment here, which Kevin Conrad didn't look good out there. Pretty sad there. And Darby Allin didn't do good with the script, which is actually surprising. I know Chris wouldn't say that, but in terms of like database wise and stuff, I thought he'd been doing pretty good actually without a script. So I don't know why he was lost out there. Even Vampiro killed it without a script. So we got Vampiro defending Darby Allin, saving him from a backstage attack from the flock, of course, and it's going to then lead into Vampiro teaming up with Darby Allin. A bit of a dream team here. Of course, I wasn't expecting it to be anything really great because Vampiro, you know, he's a little old. He's a little, you know, but I think you need something like that. You know what I mean? Like, he's a WCW guy. He's a classic one. And to see him, you know, team up with the new generation, especially like
from the best era of WCW.
especially like an edgy gimmick, you know what I mean? I like it. Do you think he'd be out there on a skateboard? Or do you think he'd like fall on his ass or something? Like, what do you?
Oh, I think Vampiro is one of those old dudes that could probably still do stuff like skateboard, surf, all.
Speaking of stuff that he can still do, he can pull on a better rating than Kevin Conrad and almost a better rating than Mike Bennett. So think about that one. Think about that one. Following that, though, we got Andrade backstage. You guys remember him from the Ric Flair Memorial Show. You guys love him. He's great. He was pulling out all the stops, and he gets confronted by the villain. I was saying the villain backstage, and the villain Marty Scurll and him get into altercation, which of course is going to lead into a match. Hopefully, it's Super Brawl. Marty, your man. He's ROH head booker, making fun of Andrade. And Andrade has nothing at that. He fights for honor. He fights for glory and passion above all. Following that, Chris, this is your segment here.
Yeah, so we got backstage. We got the WCW resident hall monitor, Matt Markey. He's walking around, just showing his displeasure toward things. He tells Carlito that he cannot be spitting apples because that is causing major issues. We are just coming off the COVID, and he does not want the spread of germs going on around here. Carlito looks at him and says, You're not cool. Simon Grimm comes up and tries to defend him, and Matt Markey just writes a notice up and hands it to Simon Grimm and says, You know what? You're in trouble too for starting trouble back here. As he walks off.
Which then leads to a match between Matt Marquis and Carly Colon, which they blow it out of the water here with the director's cut.
Matt Markey gets the win here with a little bit of an assist from Simon Grimm.
Oh,
Simon Grimm is sitting there. He's smiling. He extends his hand to Matt Markey as Matt Markey just shakes his head in disapproval, grabs his little notebook, and heads toward the back.
I don't approve. Next up, we got Scott Norton. Open challenge for the television title. The 5-minute challenge of the week. And out comes Hooha Nation, who's ready to fight him on again. Hooha. However, Scott Norton, number 6. Television title wins. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Hooha unable to do it here tonight. Hooha seemed a little bit off his game, which is pretty interesting there. Following that, though, Johnny Ace brings out Levi Cooper, and he's like, hey, big guy. Scott, you know, you think you're the big guy on campus here with your television title. You know, I know it's on television, but how about we do it on pay-per-view and you see what you could do against Big Coop here? You know, just you two. And Scott says, you got a
Bark it out.
challenge. I don't know why, but like I feel like that should be in a cage. So I don't know, maybe we can get that on a cage. So I feel like that'd be a good match between the two big dudes there. So after that, Tino Sabatelli's segment of the week. What's going on here, Chris?
Here we have more hype for the pay-per-view as we are sitting back in the locker room of Tino Sabatelli. Shane Douglas is on the phone. He's talking to somebody saying, so he'll be here. So he will be here for the event. And he gets the yes. And he hangs up with a smile, rubs his hands together and says, Tino, boy, do I have a surprise for you come Sunday.
I like surprises. That's me saying that, not Tino. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen for Tino. Tino? Next up, we got Toni Storm and MJ Jenkins teaming up tonight against Angel Rose and Tenor Conte. However, Angel Rose just slamming him, getting a swanton bomb actually on Toni Storm here for the win. Pretty good. Nice little breather segment there. After that, we have Chavo Guerrero Jr. and Austin Aries getting back into it, fighting backstage, which then leads into their match where they're going to fight all the way into the arena and battle it out. But Austin Aries is able to get the win in the best of Chavo. Ooh, Chavo. With the last chancery. Following that, we have Eric Bischoff. He's announcing that there will be a normal contenders ladder match for the World Light Heavyweight Championship, right, Chris?
It's for the number one contendership for the World Light Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, currently held by the man Leo Rush. He's
Man of
going
the
in
hour.
against Jordan Oliver at the pay-per-view. But this is for who will get to face whoever walks out of there at uncensored.
Oh, I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Following that, we have the Pride of the South versus New World Exotic. However, Pride of the South is able to get the best here of New World Exotic when Cash Wheeler pinned Sean Waltman with a full Nelson Slam. Joey Machete was the weak link there, but not by too much. Hopefully, 42 there. Voss von Erich, 54. Highest was Carl Anderson, our boy, with an 80, which is the big boy there. After that, we have the contract signing. Eric Bischoff brings out Alberto El Patron. And Joe Hennig, the perfect son, WCW World Heavyweight Champion. He says, now, gentlemen, I want you to know this match, it's bigger than both you guys. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than the company. But you know it's not bigger than? That title. Because that title means everything. Not just to WCW, not just to you guys, but the world. Because they're putting prestige, they're putting some respect back in Big Gold, where it belongs. Now, Joe, we know you're fighting for your father. You're fighting for yourself. Alberto, you're fighting for your pride. And damn, do you need that right now.
He says, damn, do you need that right now?
Yeah, we live in an alternate universe where none of that actually happened, oddly enough. But, you know, Joe Hennig's going back and forth with him. He says, yeah, you're right, I am fighting for my father, but I'm fighting for myself. I need to make a legacy for Joe Hennig. For years, I've been laughed at and called a joke. But I'm no joke. I'm the son of a perfect man. Alberto, you're scratching and clawing, but all I've ever seen you do your entire career was throw away opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. And Alberto says, stop it there, Poppy. I didn't throw away nothing. The world is against me, alright? You ever look a man in the eye and the man puts a gun on you? Now what happens if I take that man down? Is it my fault because he was trying to kill me? No. And that's what this is. This is a death match. They're not having a death match. Don't think about it. But this is what this is. It's a death match of pride. You're challenging me. You're challenging everything I stand for. And I'm not going to let you take me down. Poppy. Doesn't he say something else? I feel like I'm missing like another good Alberto I know he does the poppy thing, but what else?
Oh, he does the little, but you already know that.
You already know that. Yeah, you already know that. Pretty good show, pretty good show. Loving it here. 77, still increasing in 56 regions. Exactly what we want. And we're going to take it now to Thunder and see what we got here on the Go Home Thunder show. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here for Thunder. For the Thunder. So, starting off here, we got Carlitos, well, Carly's Cabana. Carlito. He's out there. He's got Eddie out there. He's got Orlando out there. They're giving out brochures. There's Shining Stars of the Caribbean. You want to go see the Caribbean? Well, we got some pamphlets. We got a cruise for you. You know, all expense paid trip. A small down payment of $2,000. And you're good to go. And Carlito, he's out there. He's saying, let me welcome you. Our guest. He is the franchise. Alongside one of the biggest, and I would say, shining stars of WCW, and then the beautiful blonde Summer Rae. And out comes Shane Douglas, Tino Sabatelli, and Summer Rae, of course. Shane says, thank you for having me on here, Carly. I appreciate it. What is this? What is all this scenery and whatnot? He's like, this is the Caribbean. It's beautiful. It's the best place in the world. Shane says, well, that's a little odd. You know, I could name a couple places better. You know, Tino, you got a nice house. You got a nice backyard and pool. I mean, this place looks like a dump, honestly. And Carlito's like, and they're all like offended there. He's like, oh, okay, guys, okay, hold up. Now, I know we're starting off on a bit of a rough edge here, but this isn't why we're here. You know why we're here. Carlito's like, yeah, I invited you on my show. I invited you with your student. I invited you with the Mrs. Summer Rae, and this is how you treat me and my family? He's like, I know. But we're really here to talk about Mr. Forever Franchise, the student of mine, Tino Sabatelli, and he's got a big match in this pay-per-view, and he's got a big surprise, and I kind of want to reveal it. All right, he starts teasing it. Carlito's like, well, who's it gonna be? And he's like, it's gonna be, and that's when it cuts to commercial, just straight up right there, and everyone's like, what? And then when they cut back from commercial, he's like, oh my gosh. He's like, you're going to face him? And he's like, I'm going to face him. You know it. Because you got to have heal. They got to heal it up, you know. They got to, like, leave it right there. Right when they're on the edge of your seat and just ruin it for you. They got to. After that, we have Colin Cassady here tonight defeating Hooha Nation. East River Crossing takes him out. Pretty good match, actually. Following that there, what's going on here, Chris?
Following the match, obviously, backstage on the monitor, you got sitting in their locker room. Johnny Ace is sitting there with Levi Cooper. They're watching this match. And Cooper's just saying, nah, I'm not impressed. Johnny Ace is saying, yeah, I'm not impressed too, but the look on his face says something very different.
Oh. This is all you here. I'm scared and intrigued.
Okay, so, and I have been given full creative control of this. You got Kylie Ray, Smiley Kylie. She's backstage. She's unpacking her bags and whatnot, obviously. And then you see a hand reach down into her bag and pull out her underwear. And you don't see who it is, but then the camera pans over. It is Buff Bagwell. He's like, well, look at these. I'd love to see you in these. And then you, right before Kyle even gets a word out, you hear, not in my WCW. With that, you got the good guys. You got Brian Pillman Jr., David Boy Smith, and the Billington brothers all walk up, knight in shining armor, right in the nick of time for Miss Kylie Ray. Say, this is the kind of sleazy stuff that used to happen in the old WCW, and we want to usher in a new era, an era less toxicity, an era where we can be proud of WCW.
I was gonna say there's a 23-year difference between Buff Bagwell and Kylie Ray. He's almost twice her age. I was worried. You had me on the edge of my seat. It was like a drama. I was like, oh.
Exactly. That's what it was supposed to tease.
Was where I was really, I didn't know, right? Whew. Now we got a big match here between the participants of the WCW World Light Heavyweight Championship #1 contender ladder match. That's a mouthful. You got the team of Austin Aries, Rockstar, Spud, and Penta El Zero Cirmento taking on Humberto Garza, Mascara Dorada, and Akira Tozawa. Try saying that 5 times fast. Humberto able to get the win off here, pinning Austin Aries. Wow, pretty good there. Enjoyed the match. Following that, we got David Arquette. And he's out there. He's on the movie set, and he's actually doing things a little different. He's like, hey, we're going to take some time away because we don't have a full budget to work with, Al and Vince. And he's like, so we're actually going to be shooting a commercial.
We got to get you some publicity out.
It's Freshly Squeezed. That's the name of the commercial. And guys, we're going to be promoting a new brand of orange juice. You know how they got, like, was it Sunny Maid or something like that? So we need to promote this new brand out here. And WCW, we need sponsorships. We can't just, willy-nilly put out a product and not have sponsors, And they're like, okay. And so Al Jones and Vincent, they're like, so what do you need us to do? And they're like, okay, well, I mean, we can't just give you the role. I mean, we have some people lined up. And then out comes Mr. Freshly Squeezed himself, Orange Cassady. He's like, and he's staring at him because they both got glasses on. He puts his sunglasses down, he puts them up, and then Orange Cassady still has his on, not even messing with them at all. He's got the fingers in his pockets. And Al Jones, Vincent, they're looking ticked. Like, what the heck is this guy doing here trying to steal our thunder? On Thunder. David Arquette's like, okay, guys, well, show me what you can do. Show me, because he's got the swagger that we need for this commercial. Now Jones Vincent, he's like, okay, man, he's okay. He's like, I got an idea. You see how he's putting his thumbs in his pockets and all that? He's like, what if you put your thumbs in my pockets? He's like, no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, uncle. We ain't doing that. You ain't gonna be that type of uncle. And he's like, okay, I got an idea. So you're gonna put your hands through my hands. You're gonna make it like a magic trick, and I got my hands in my pockets. But you're gonna be like the spirit of me messing with the orange juice. How about that? And David's like, guys, it's very clear. You guys just don't have it. You don't have the it factor. I mean, look at him. He's got it. He reminds me of somebody. He reminds me a little bit of me, to be honest. And I mean, I think you got the role. You want to do it. And then Orange Cassady, his fingers, they start twitching. They start twitching back and forth. He's like, I'm gonna take that as a yes. He's like, guys, we'll talk next week, maybe at the pay-per-view if you guys are there, but I got a busy schedule. I gotta go, and we gotta go shoot this commercial. So they're looking pissed. Al Jones and Vincent are pissed at that. But to take it back to the action here tonight, we got Lio Rush defeating Ellis Taylor with the Dragon's Call. And after the match, Jordan Oliver goes to check on his boy Ellis Taylor after the beating. Leo gets right in his face, not attacking him though. This is a bit calmer segment between the two, and pretty much just shoving that World Light Heavyweight Championship in his face, saying that it's just going to be between them at the pay-per-view, and that he knows he's a better wrestler and that Jordan Oliver can't touch him. He is the man of the hour, the man of the power, Mr. Lio Rush. And that's going to wrap it up there for Thunder, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Chris, anything you want to say to the people before we take it to Super Brawl?
I mean, I like to think that we built a very, very good card for Super Brawl. I think Super Brawl is shaping up to be a very, very memorable event. And it's going to continue to lead WCW to that great, big future ahead.
And, yep. I'm liking it. I don't know what we're implying, but I like it. As always, guys, with the pay-per-view, we'll have the pay-per-view, of course, recorded, and then we're going to do some stuff showing you guys the game world and kind of what's happened since then. We've had some people get injured, and some, like, different champions and whatnot that we've seen, so I'm really excited to show you guys the game world there. Other than that, everybody, keep it safe, and we'll talk next time. Peace out.